Our fifth inductee this evening from the GHS class of 1978 is Bruce Seiler. Bruce?
This is quite a crowd. It's pretty amazing. Tells a lot about this community. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But first of all, just a thanks for the induction, the committee, for honoring me with this this great moment. So, you know, when I start thinking about this, and I do this professionally, so if I run, just pull me off stage. No, but community. This is a great community. I mean, I look around here now and see everybody. A lot of people have always asked, what's it like in a smaller town? I live in a bigger city now. And it's great. You know, playing Friday nights out on the field, in field gym. You know, it's the smaller communities that all come together. And it's pretty amazing. I think I first realized that my sophomore year. We played Moline. It went to triple overtime. So it was running late, you know, and as we ran off the field, it was like the first time when I looked in the stands and I just saw it packed, people screaming and cheering. And that was just a wonderful experience. This is a sophomore, so love this town. Really happy to grow up here. What's strange is I grew up during basketball times, you know, and ended up being, you know, a football team that first go to state. So, and on that side, I have one big thank you because I probably wouldn't be here without Coach Bob. He came to me before my freshman year and he looked at me and he goes, "Si, I'm going to make you a quarterback." I was a running back, and we did. And you know, I got to do that for the sophomore team, and then the third game of my junior year started, and we went on a 5-0 run in the conference, went to state. People don't realize back then, we played on Friday night, and the next game was Wednesday. How the IJ ever scheduled something like that was kind of weird, you know, so we barely had time. We had to go all the way to Bellevue. And it was a long haul for a Wednesday afternoon game, but so enjoyed all that. Coaching, you know, I was lucky enough to coach at Sterling for 10 years. Never thought I'd get to do that. You know, when I graduated, it was kind of like you go to teaching, go to engineering. I went into engineering. They were looking for people to help coach. So I went to church with the AD, and he goes, "Yeah, come on out." And next thing I know, 10 years later, I'd been there. So, and that gave me another perspective. You know, as a player, you get to know your coaches. You get to know them well. You spend a lot of time with them. And then I got the other side of actually being that coach and developing relationships with young men who are out there just, you know, busting their tails, everything they can do. So when I think about the coaches that I've had, you know, we've talked about Coach Bill and Coach Bob, Coach Kane. A little story about Coach Albright. My dad died 3 years ago, and it was tough. But when we went to the cemetery, Coach Albright actually drove me there in the car. It was such a peaceful time knowing that he was there, taking care of us again. So really have to honor the coaches and appreciate what they do. I think that's something we always have to do when we look. I was very blessed with my family, my mom and dad, you know, supporting me through all this, and I so appreciate that. I love you both. So, thank you.